Hey there, everyone. I'm Chief Meteorologist Erik Kostrzewa with another Thursday edition of Beyond the Forecast. Today, we're going to be talking about the chillier weather that's here with us right now, and it is going to be feeling like October for the next few days. Temperatures going to be stuck in the 60s, just like it was out there today. No real relief coming anytime soon. If you were hoping to hold on to summer for just a little bit longer, we're going to have to wait until the middle of next week to really have any of those warmer conditions returning to the area. So we're going to watch that pattern start to break down Tuesday and Wednesday, and that's when we'll jump into the 70s. But for now, we are tracking that cooler air mass that is sitting and spinning across eastern central Canada and also pouring down into the Midwest and the Great Lakes, including us here in mid-Michigan. Again, we're really not going to see any major upswing in our temperatures until more so Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, a brief cool down before even warmer temperatures, potentially some 80s, I would say, is not out of the question, returning next weekend and also the following week as that pattern starts to shift a little bit warmer for us across the Great Lakes. Now, why are we talking about the polar vortex? Well, this piece of colder air is actually a piece of the polar vortex. So the polar vortex usually sits and spins across the North Pole into the Arctic as well as northern Canada. But the jet stream right now is starting to get a little bit weaker, and it's getting that wave to it, which is allowing for that piece of the polar vortex to come settle on down. And that's what's giving us our much cooler readings across the area. So this is actually Arctic air and a piece of the polar vortex we are feeling right now. However, it is not necessarily like what we would be talking about in the winter necessarily, because it is still summer and we still do have strong solar heating as we have a strong September sun that is modifying the air as it moves down out of Canada and pushes down into the Great Lakes. So we're seeing that piece of the polar vortex bring that cooler air on in, but it's also allowing for a little bit of a change of the tree color. So we're seeing some of those colors starting to pop a little bit, especially on the younger trees, some of the trees that are maybe a little bit more diseased. If the trees aren't as full as what you have once seen across the area, maybe some of the branches aren't necessarily producing any of those leaves anymore. That's what's starting to show the color right now. With the cooler weather, that's also aiding in this as we have had some chillier temperatures across the area recently. We are talking about the tree's chlorophyll, which is giving us the green color, starts to break down. We see shorter days also allowing for the chlorophyll to break down, which gives us the yellows, oranges, and reds. The yellow comes from xanthophyll. The orange is from carotene, and the red is from anthocyanin or anthocyanin. And the brighter days, brighter colors are more likely when we see the dryness in the late summer, and autumn has sunny days and cooler nights. So we may start to see some more vibrant colors coming out here over the next month or so. Foliage right now, as we are now approaching September 6th, we have some minimal color across the area. We'll start to get in some patchy, maybe even partial color next week. And then the following week into late September, as well as early October into the middle of October, that's when we're expecting peak fall colors. So late September into the middle of October is when we typically see some of the best colors here in mid-Michigan. And then towards the end of October into early November, those colors start to get a little bit more brown and not as nice and vibrant. Today's weather picture shows us the cooler weather behind the cold front. Also that big spinning low up into Canada. That's where some snow showers were happening into northern, or should I say southern Canada, northern portions of Lake Superior. We also have another system, a clipper system, very strong wave of low pressure that's diving in across the Midwest. That is going to bring us a few rain chances here as we jump into the day on Friday. So we see that peak Friday morning, still stays unlikely to slight Friday afternoon, and then we see additional shower chances coming through later in the day on our Saturday. The amount of rainfall, not going to be much with our Friday wave, only about 1/100 of an inch to about 1/10 of an inch from south to north. The further north that you are, the better opportunity of rain you have with this next system. Definitely was chilly today at 65 degrees. Normal is 77. So we should still be in the 70s. We should still be feeling like summer. Just has not been that way over the last week or two. We also have a chilly morning in the 40s. Normal is in the mid 50s. The next couple of days, it will be windy tomorrow with some temperatures back into the mid 60s. Then we're in the low to mid 60s on our Saturday. A little bit more cloud cover expected for the first half of the weekend. Currently, we are dry. No rain chances, no rain showers to speak of across the area. Clouds are increasing, especially those high, thin clouds. So we're going to be watching that here as we move along in through the overnight. That's going to be a sign of those rain showers coming in for the early morning hours. And then we'll have a couple showers in for the morning commute. The biggest headline is going to be the stronger winds. Some gusts will be upwards of 35 to 40 miles per hour coming steady out of the southwest and the west as that system pushes on through. So very windy day. Some of the strongest winds we've had outside of any rain or thunderstorms here in several months. There's that system approaching the area. 5 a.m., a couple rain showers happening from Alma all the way up towards Oscoda, even Saginaw getting in on a few of those rain showers. Then an isolated shower could happen in the afternoon on our Friday as that system will still be pushing on through. 5 a.m. on Saturday, we are dry. Can't rule out a stray shower during the day on Saturday. A little bit more cloud cover, partly sunny to mostly cloudy, and then additional small rain chances will happen into our Sunday morning and afternoon. Behind and beyond this colder air, we're back into the mid to upper 70s Tuesday and Wednesday. Some models have hinted at maybe hitting 80 degrees on Wednesday. We'll have to see just how likely that is to occur. Brief cool down expected next Thursday into Friday before milder temperatures are happening Saturday into Sunday of next weekend. We're going to leave you with this 70 forecast here for a little bit longer. Remember, a windy day tomorrow, some gusts 35 to 40 miles per hour. Slight chance of rain on Saturday, then another chance of rain on Sunday. Both days are going to feature quite a bit of cloud cover. So that will keep our temperatures in check in the low to mid 60s. We'll have some upper 60s Friday and also on Monday under mostly sunny skies. Then we are partly cloudy to partly sunny with those warmer temperatures into the 70s. Overnight lows should stay primarily in the 40s. There could be some mid to upper 30s Sunday night into Monday morning in our far northern communities, but frost not looking like a possibility just yet. That's going to wrap it up for us here on this Thursday edition of Beyond the Forecast. As always, we appreciate you watching, tuning in. If you guys have any questions or anything you want to see in the next episode, feel free to leave a comment, and we will see you in about a week. Take care, everyone.